Boys, girls, homies, friends, and fluffies, welcome back to another Johnsy YouTube stream. It's good to see you all on this beautiful, wonderful Tuesday evening. Hope you're all having a great day. If you did just come over from the TikTok, welcome in. I appreciate you guys coming over. Thank you very much for being here. I have a big question for you. If you did just come over from the TikTok, what is your favorite game of all time? You have to put a space between it, Kirk, between the number and gamble. That's how you gamble, okay? I want to know what your favorite game is. Mine is Civilization 5 because I'm a big, giant strategy game nerd, and I love that shit. It fucking gets my little balls tingling, you know? That's what I love. Guys, one's in the chat. Who had a good day today? I had a bit of a shit start today. I started out with a migraine, which kind of sucks balls. I hate migraines. They fucking take up so much of my life. It sucks. What up, Emch? But I'm better now. Feeling good. Hopefully back to work tomorrow and all that kind of stuff. It is what it is. GTA 5, W Gamecast. We love GTA 5. Minecraft is a W. We love Minecraft. We got some ones in the chat. I'm glad people had good days. Ahmad, Ken's. Hi, Catherine. Welcome back. Picked up some book from the library. Nice, Desiree. What books are you reading? Sorry to hear. It's okay. I'm fine now. It's just the heat, you know? The heat really gets to me. Fine day, glad Emil. Welcome in, friend. Very great day, as always, W. T for the me. T the me. Also once. Let's go. Magic the Gathering. Okay, we got a Magic friend in here. Age of Empires, Age of Kings. Excellent game, Princess. One of my goats. One of my favorite games of all time. My favorite RTS game is probably Red Alert 2, but Age of Empires is like right behind it, honestly. Boardwalk fixed it. W. Had a midday. My screen time total is only 12 hours. Emge, get off your phone for a little while. Fine, doing a trip in Georgian Bay. Very nice, Emil. That sounds fun. Fallout is also an excellent game, Kirk, honestly. Horizon Zero Dawn, good pull. I love the Horizon series, homie. Excellent games. Went to my friend's B-Day party today. Also, I was Tia on the TikTok. Oh, Tia, W, welcome into the YouTube. Thank you for coming over. I also have a Sens cap and a Habs cap. Gonna get all NHL caps soon. Very cool, Ahmad. I love that. I love that for you. I went to the stable. Nice, Emge. Okay, at least you touched grass for a little while, you know? Hi, Dead C. What up, man? I bought these bad boys at Costco the other day. Me and Claire did. They're actually so fucking good. They do taste like a Starburst. They're like calorie-free and sugar-free, just full of chemicals. I love that shit, though. Delicious. I love sparkling ice. Same. And they have the Starburst flavors here now in Canada, Miriam, which is amazing. Those are delicious. They're so good. Funny, I haven't touched grass in years. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Your honest thoughts on the Harmon guy blatantly plagiarizing films? Like, who the fuck is Harmon? Starbursts are way too sweet, and this honestly isn't too bad, Cooper. It has a nice sweet to sour like flavor profile. I love those things. If only they weren't made of garbage ingredients. True. I don't put a lot of garbage into my body, Ahmad. I eat a lot of really fresh, like, vegetables and fruits and meat and things like that. My one thing that I like to put in my body typically is, like, diet soda and stuff like that, or like sugar-free soda. I just love it. I love the flavor of it, but I don't eat a lot of sugar either. Hitman Harmon guy is from SoCal. I have no idea who that is, bro. Peach is my favorite flavor. Delicious. Nova Scotia will have those flavors next year. Damn, that sucks. The black raspberry is delicious. True, Miriam. It is very good. Guys, what is your favorite drink? What do you drink on the daily? I mean, obviously water. Like we're not going to count water because everybody loves water except for Em. She loves Mountain Dew. What is your favorite, like, drink, though? Like, non-water drink. Are you tea people? Are you coffee people? Are you, like, what are you enjoying? Then how do you have type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes? I gain weight really fast, Mr. Cooper, no matter what. Can I say ice? I love ice. Yeah, ice is fine. He's talking about other Darman. Oh, Darman. I like that guy? Fuck that guy. That guy's weird. What up, Dotard? Welcome back, man. Iced tea. Iced tea is delicious, dude, guy. Diet Coke. I feel like every female's enjoyment is Diet Coke. Red Bull, coffee. I love a coffee. Nothing quite like a good coffee. I haven't drank in months. Beer. Let's go, Richard. What's your favorite type? Snowberry peace tea. Dude, the peace teas are so fucking good. You can have my guess. Yes, I know Mountain Dew. Root beer. I'm not a big root beer guy. Don't ask, but I call him that because I loathe his content. Yeah, he's a weirdo, dude. I don't like his content either. It's annoying. Dude, the Alanis are so good. I want to do an Alani, I want to get an Alani sponsorship someday. My brother's favorite game is Command & Conquer Red Alert 2. Excellent game, Princess. Very, very good game. I love those games. Coffee, no water, Pepsi, root beer, whiskey. Ooh, a good whiskey. Okay. What up, Cam? Welcome back, homie. I mean, I feel like most of my chat now is over the age of 19. What's your guys' favorite alcoholic beverage? I like a good marg. I'm a bit of a slut for a margarita, honestly. Especially like a really good blended marg. I feel like I'm at a party when I have a marg, you know? I don't know. Margarita or maybe or beer, obviously. I'm a beer guy too, but I also like a White Claw from time to time. Wine and gin. Dude, my girlfriend's got me into wine recently, and I fucking love wine. Hi, Angie. Welcome back. For game and Bundaberg rum. Oh, okay. Bundaberg rum. Pick Whitney in Quebec, of course. A Paralyzer. Canada National Park tier list. That would be fun, Dead Sea Pirate. No, I'm not over 19. That's fine, Ahmad. Don't drink when you're a teenager, okay? Don't drink when you're young. Rum and Coke, classic. Nothing wrong with the rum and Coke. I hate alcohol. Fair, Cam. Beers, sours. Dude, sours are my favorite type of beer, too. Espresso Martini, a woman of class. Okay. She saw Drake drink one. She's like, this is my dude drink. I love just straight tequila over ice. Ooh, German wine specifically, Emily. What's the difference? I'm curious. Imagine being old. Fuck you, Em. You're going to get there someday. And we're going to make fun of you. I'll need to be 18 in Alberta, Saskatchewan. Oh, fair. True. I guess so. 19 in BC. Newfie Screech or Moonshine. Hi, Perry. Oh, and vodka Tahiti treat, yum. Margarita, but on the rocks with real lime juice. Yes, that's the best way to drink it, Richard. I'm a bit of a princess, and I like my blended ones. I stopped drinking back in 2018. Good for you, dude, guy. It's honestly good. You know, no tequila or Jaeger. Fair. Jaeger's off the limits for me too, honestly, Colleen. A Jaeger or gin. Had a really bad experience with gin. Twisted teas are delicious, Sierra. Heavy Cab Sauv wine that tastes like regret. Oh, okay. Okay, you're calling your ex. He will be hearing from me tonight. No, Sask is 19. Is it? Okay. I'll never be old. Trust me. Yes, you will. Oh, you guys will be old. I feel like I want to kill. Don't say that, Perry. That's horrible. Dude, we all love you in here, Perry. That's really shitty, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been there. Been down that road. It's not fun. Perry, we love you. Can we show some love in the chat for Perry? You're having a tough time right now. I'm very sorry to hear that, homie. I got no conspiracies, nor did I have any good ones yesterday. Nothing changed. Fair. We can listen to us fucking talk about them. Sloppy Slush Puppy is great, too. So easy to forget the booze inside. Have you guys ever, once in the chat, have you ever been to Vegas? Are you good, Perry? Screwdriver drink gives me PTSD. Yeah, you are very loved, Perry. Okay? We mean that. I know it sounds kind of fucking weird coming from a bunch of people online, but we do love you, homie. You know, I hope you feel the way that way in here, you know? I hope you do. You always are. You've been OG, been around for a long time, and I'm sorry to hear that you feel that way. Drinks put in Alberta are peak. I mean, come on, Cooper. You can't suck Alberta's dick that hard. All right? Like, I know it's very small, but you can't suck it that hard. All right? The Vegas slushy drinks are the best. True, Fluffy. I love me a blended fucking daiquiri from the Vegas Strip. I remember the first time I ever went to Vegas, me and my buddy went there. It was just me and him. And we do care, Perry. Absolutely, 100%. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. We went to Vegas the first night. We were already tipsy. And then we're like, okay, we're going to get a Fat Tuesdays drink. And we didn't realize that it already had alcohol in it. What up, Daniel? It already had alcohol in it, and we're like, okay, we're going to add a shot to this to make it an alcoholic beverage. Let's just say I don't remember the rest of the night. Hello, I'm new here, and I live out here in Frankfurt. Very cool, dude. What up, Herb? How you doing, friend? Hello to anyone else in here. Welcome in, dude. I appreciate you coming through. Frankfurt, Germany. That's on the north part. Am I correct? I believe my friend lived in Frankfurt for a little while. You might be my first German viewer of all time. Welcome in, homie. Appreciate you. Das is good. Absolutely. Das Boot. Welcome in, dude. Appreciate you. Are you a football fan? I'm curious. Canadians only? No, of course. Everybody is welcome in here. We got the Germans. We do. What up, Muddy? How you doing, friend? I'm sorry I didn't see you there. $30 and you get a cup that's 6 feet tall with 2 bottles of booze and a drop of flavor. Yeah, Fluffy. It's fucking wild. Thank you, everyone. We love you, Perry. You know that. Donkey for having me. Well, welcome in, her Siegfried. I appreciate you coming in, man. I just bought new Crocs today. Dude, Crocs are one of the goats of shoes. Like, they truly are. They're so comfortable, and you can put the little things in them, you know, in the top and the holes. I think like that would be fun. Yes, I like both American and German football. Very cool. I'm a big European football guy. I love Chelsea. I'm a big Chelsea supporter. Are you a Draisaitl fan? Who isn't? The guy's a stud. Crocs will never be beat. No, they're fantastic. They're so nice. They're stylish, plus they're comfortable, and they breathe well. How could you get any better? I do too, Kens. I do too. I want to get a pair. Have you guys ever seen the Lightning McQueen Crocs? You ever seen those? I want to get a pair so bad. I remember I saw Ludwig, one of my favorite content creators, wearing them. And they're just, I don't know, they're based. They're truly based. Like, look at these things, man. How could you not want to wear these bad boys, right? Like, I don't know how you wouldn't want to wear those. Those are fucking sick, dude. Like, look at them. Crocs are horrible, 0 out of 10. What, Paige? How could you say that? Look at those things. Look at those fucking things. I feel like you go 10 kilometers an hour faster just by wearing them. Ka-chow, baby. I could say that legally. The only word I know in German is du hast. We love a little bit of Rammstein in this chat. We love it. Life is truly a highway in those things. It's true. You're not wrong. My toddler, you could only drive on the highway in these bad boys. Oh, Muff is here? Who's Muff? My daughter had Lightning McQueen Crocs for a while. God, why am I so jealous of your daughter? Like, actually, it's crazy to be jealous of somebody's child, but with those things, I am definitely jealous of her. You know, I'm gonna be real gone with those. You'll get blue flames out the back of you running in those things. They're quite expensive for real, and the unused ones. Yeah, true. This morning I went out and bought a Habs sweater during the summer. Now, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you? I mean, to be fair, the Habs actually have a really good young team. Like, to be very fair, I'm actually very excited for them, and I think they could be very good in the next few years. But hey, I have 4 pairs of Lightning McQueen Crocs. I doubt that. Send a picture, T-God. I don't trust you with that. They're expensive, and you don't exactly make much money, you know? You have a picture of LeBron in your profile. It screams 14. My phone just gave up on me. I'm sorry to hear that, Em. The Habs rebuild is going so well, bro. It is. I will give you that, Ahmad. The Habs are a team for the future for sure. Demidov looks like an absolute stud. I'm not 14. You have a picture of LeBron as your profile picture, dog, okay? T-God, I know how old you are. You come in here all the time. What up, bro? How you been? How's football, dude? Hopefully we're doing well. The point proven. 15 isn't exactly different. Listen, until you get to the age of like 19, 20, you're basically the same person. Oilers got a lot younger. They did. I'm interested to see how the Oilers do next year. I'm interested to see how the NHL goes next year, just in general. It should be a good year. I'm interested in the Canucks too. He really is a mod. I like football club Bayern München, and for American football, I like Las Vegas Raiders. Nice, man. Hell yeah. I have a Las Vegas Raiders hat, actually. Oilers did fuck all this offseason. They got Mangiapane, a former 30-goal scorer. I actually like that move for them, Cooper. I like that move a lot. $1 million for them Lightning McQueen Crocs. I'm broke. I only have 13 cents in my account. Damn, Daniel. I love that. Damn, Daniel. I'm 14. Don't worry, T-God. You still got a fetus compared to you. What up, OC? Welcome back, homie. As a Leafs fan, I will just cry again. Yeah, you guys are in tough right now. No goalie, though. True. You should have gone for Shilovs, bro. You see how little they had to give up to get him? Go Knights, go. Yes, Fluffy, absolutely. Did you see them when Chelsea won the Club World Cup? I did. I was very excited about that. Cole Palmer, I believe, had a brace and an assist, which is very cool. Back at it again with the white Vans, perhaps. I do have white Vans. What are you talking about, Miriam? I'd pass on Shilovs. You think so? I mean, he was just like the MVP of the Calder Cup Finals, which is pretty fucking good. Why would you pass on Shilovs? Hello to everyone else in here, and nice meeting you all. Nice meeting you too here, Siegfried. Thank you for coming in, man. Damn, Daniel. Yeah, Cole Palmer is crazy good. Agreed, T and me. T the me, sorry. Are we yapping about sports? Yes, Amj, and sometimes we do. Damn, Daniel, Divine John, I miss those days. Miriam. Vine is better than TikTok. I will always try on that hill. Back at it again with the white Vans. Oh, yeah, that's right. Vegas getting Mitch Marner. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. He's going to look good on Hurdle's wing. I'm not going to lie. Or Eichel. Mine was goated, truly. I feel like the content was better there. It's 3:13 a.m. here for me in Frankfurt. I usually go to bed real late. It is a Wednesday for me. Do you have work tomorrow here? What do you do for work? What up, Llama? Did you wear Converse shoes? Our company has a bunch of custom printed / made ones for businesses. I'd send you a pair. I'd love that, Fluffy. That'd be cool. I do wear Converse. I wear white Converse. High tops. I miss when we weren't talking about sports. Sorry, Emsh. I'm a Liverpool fan. Unfortunate. I'm a Chelsea supporter. Have a feeling we're waiting for a verdict for Carter Hart. I don't think you're going to get him, and I hope you don't. John, the type of guy to think white vans mean a white van like a car. I mean, yes, because I love conspiracy. Same, Kevin. I wear cheap slides. Nothing wrong with that. I'm an FC Barcelona fan. Lamine Yamal looks pretty fucking good. I'm not going to lie. Kid's got to be one of the top players in the world at like 17. Leafs haven't won a game 7 since 2004. Yeah, because they're the Leafs. Oilers made it very clear they didn't want Hart. Yeah, I don't think they're going to get Hart. I only wear Converse and Doc Martens, W. No issues there, Mud. Love a little Doc Marten. I like the EVA Birks. What kind of shoes do you guys wear? Curious. I'll send you a DM on TikTok and send you a pair. Sure, Fluffy, if that's what you want to do, I'd be happy to have them. Used to be a car mechanic for Porsche, but I am retired. Very cool, Siegfried. I love that, homie. Retired. That must be nice. God damn. I wish. I still have 30 plus years left, Siegfried. Fuck me. Easy Leaf slander. I mean, come on. It's the Leafs, man. I have to do rating viewers' shoes. That would be kind of cool, T-God, honestly. I have Nike Air Forces right now. W call. Canada West work boots. Nice, Calvin. We love that. We're doing an NHL prediction stream next postseason. Sure. I can see the Kings trying to get Hart. I could see it too. To be retired. I know, Miriam. Talks of Sorokin to Edmonton died down too, sadly. Dude, I have Sorokin in my fantasy pool. That would be fucking sick. Is Chevy better than Ford? I saw a face-off of a Ford racing a Chevy, and the Ford blew up its motor. Yeah, Ford sucks. Found on road dead. I also have blue and black vans. Very nice. Don't hate on the Leafs. I can't help it, man. I live in the West Coast. I live on the West Coast. I feel like that's our obligation in life to hate on the Leafs, you know? We grew up with all having tattoos that say Leafs fucking suck. I wear cowboy boots. Come on, Amsh. I am really tall. I'm 6'5". I'm actually 6'6", her Siegfried. And in American size, I wear 16.5 shoes. Jesus Christ, man. God damn, you know what they say about big feet? Big shoes. Being a Leafs fan, you just have to accept everyone hates us is true. Safety boots and Coyote Brown. Very cool, Terry. I've got Snoopy Vans. That's cute, Miriam. I like that. Birkenstocks for the summer. Yeah, Claire wears them too. As a Quebecer, the Leafs suck. Yeah, exactly. Flip-flops. It's 1,005 degrees out. True. Size 16. Hey. You already know. I live in Ontario and despise the Leafs. Good, Emily. I knew I liked you. Vegas, they do have Marner, McCavin. You can tell my second team, actually. Did you shrink an inch? No, I'm 6'6". 6'6", 6'7", in that range. I actually measured myself. I was about 6'5.5". Yeah, I have a huge feet, Alpha. You're 1 inch shorter than me. It is good to see another person around the same height as me. Yeah, we have a lot of tall people in here. Yeah, I think I shrunk a little, T-God. That's what happens when you get old. Do you have the same shot? No, I have size 12.5. We need to fuck the Leafs emote back. I'll find it somewhere, Cooper. I don't know where it went. Because the Leafs are evil? True. You're shrinking? Yeah, because I'm getting old. I'm not going to shrink much more, though, I hope. Okay? I don't want to be anything under 6'5". Okay? That's a place in life I don't want to be. Live in oil country, love the Leafs, despise the Oilers. Wow, Terry, that's you got to be careful. Cooper's a mod in here, and he's an Oilers fan. I'm real short. Okay, I'm curious. How tall are all you guys? Eventually, I will. T-God, my family shrinks like motherfuckers. Okay, how tall are you guys in here? Hope you shrink even more. Fuck you, Mud. I'm not going to. My dad was 5'11", now 5'9". Yeah, my dad was like 6'5" when I was a kid, 6'4", now he's like 6'1". Damn, I feel short. I'm 5'11". Nothing wrong with being 5'11", dude. 5'7", 5'3", 5 foot, 5'4", 5'7", 5'6", 5'10", and I'm only 15 though. You'll grow a lot, Ahmad. You'll probably be as tall as me. Just to give you a reference, I was 6'2" when I was 15. I'm 6'3". Damn, okay. 5'6", 5'8", 4'9". Jesus, RV, you are short. Hi, Shawnee. What up, dude? How tall are you, Shawnee? I'm curious. 5'4.5". You gotta count that half-inch, Muddy. You got to. 5'4", 5'5 3/4. You have to count that fucking 3/4 as well. 7'5". You wish, Cooper. If you guys are wondering, hair means Mr. in German, but my first name is Siegfried. Very cool, Mr. Siegfried. I love that. Like Mr. Cooper, but my father was 6'9". God damn, that's that Eastern European blood. You're not 6'8", T-God. You wish. You're more like 5'2". You have 5'2" energy. My head is saying secret. That's fair, Emsh. If you look like you're tall, though, from the videos that you send, you look like you're 5'9", 5'10". Someone coming in with the centimeters, yeah. Somebody always has to try and be different. We are technically a country that uses the metric system, so he's not wrong. Anyone say they're 5'11"? Yeah, you just round up. You just round up, you know? You have to. If you're 5'11", you're 6 foot, especially on Tinder. 5 foot, yeah. I thought you're 5'8", T-God, honestly. Yeah, us Germans are really tall. Yeah, I have Dutch in me. Dutch, English, Russian, and Ukrainian. That's a pretty good mix for being tall. Amj, I'll hold the height a secret. Oh, yeah, you saw Amj. That's right, Sean. That's right. I forgot about that. Did you guys actually meet, Sean? I'm curious. We got to do a John Z meetup someday. We have to. Okay, the yap has been long, okay? I'm German blood. I feel like German women are short and German men are tall. Canadian math is confusing. It sure is. I ain't 5 feet. I feel like you're 5'10", Amj. I feel like you're a tall person. Mega and I might meet in August. Whoa, Muddy. No, really? You're actually going to meet? John Z orgy. Not happening, especially with all the underage children in here. Sponsored American football game. That'll be fun. Guys be rounding up feet. Yeah, absolutely. I have Lebanese and Palestinian in my blood. I shouldn't be tall. I feel like Lebanese people are pretty tall. I vote the meetup to be in Ottawa, like we're like all there in our nation's capital. My wife is short. She's only 5'1". Very cool. Hey, you got lag? A tall and a short woman. That's usually how it goes. D2 babies, though. You should come to Ontario if you do the meetup. I don't know if I want to. I'm not sure. It doesn't say I have lag on my side, which is very strange. It's really weird. We usually get one good lag spike during the stream, and that's it. Okay, guys. We're going to start again where we left off last night with the conspiracy theory stream. Are we ready? Are we ready, guys? We're doing conspiracy theories again tonight. We left off last night with the moon landing was fake. Once again, if you do get voted, your conspiracy gets voted as true, you will be getting this special role in the Discord, okay? In some random ghost town in Southern Alberta. That would be funny. I thought lag was on my end. No, it's my end, apparently. Are we, ones in the chat if we're ready, boys and girls. Are we ready for the conspiracy theory stream part 2? Also, one quick thing before we get into this, I thought was weird. Guys, did you guys see my post in the Discord? I had like 10K views on one of my fucking, whatchamacallit, on one of my streams. I'll put the form in the chat for you, T-God, okay? I don't know how many more I want, though. We have 40 fucking submissions to get through. Dude, that was weird. What was weird? What happened, Muddy? There is the form, T-God, all right? There's the form. What happened, Muddy? 10K views? Yeah, very strange, right? I never expected that. I've never seen that before on a stream like that, which just go viral. The views, yeah, very strange. All right, the form is in the chat if you want to submit still, guys. It is there. I am going to close it eventually because I don't want it to continue for forever, realistically, but hey, here we are. All right, let's do this, guys. It's time to go. Dude guy is up first. Mattress stores are a money laundering scheme. I have heard this theory before, actually. I have. We're going to take a look at his link here. Take a look at your link, dude guy. Okay, I'm going to switch over. I switched things up a little, Cam. Look, you're going to see it's not as squished up anymore because I changed it up. There we go. We can actually look at the link. The mattress firm's money laundering conspiracy theory. Interesting. A meme was reposted in a TikTok video that claimed mattress firm is a money laundering scheme. Let's watch the video quickly, guys. Is that loud? 5 mattress firms 1 mile of each other. That is very strange, isn't it? What the fuck would happen? I don't want your ads. Fuck off. Conspiracy theorists have alleged that notion for years. The idea that the company was purportedly involved in criminal activities, mainly revolving around one thing. In many cities, the company sometimes has multiple stores near each other. That is a bit strange. Bye, Mud. Take it easy, homie. Can I read fanfic? Shh, but bye, baddies. Good night, Muddy. I'll see you soon. Okay. Hi, Mega. This is an interesting theory. What's good? Hi, Remy. What up, friend? Fuck you. Come on. Be nice to me. This is a very interesting theory. What do you guys think? Do we think that mattress stores could be a front for money laundering or just like that kind of stuff in general? I want to know. We're going to vote on it, okay? We're going to vote on it for sure. Do we think it's a money laundering scheme? What up, Nico? What up, Avery? We're going to create a poll. We're going to vote on it. Is this true, guys? Is this true? Is it a front for money laundering? Hell yes. What up, Young? Welcome back. Oh my God. Hi. It's Lucy from... Hi, Lucy. Welcome back. The poll is up right now. If it is voted to be true, Dude Guy does get the role in Discord, the theorist role. It is a very special role. The only way you can get it is by getting voted as a yes in this one, in this specific form. Any store can money launder, true, but it feels like mattress stores There's just so many of them, right? Like, why is there so many different mattress stores if they aren't a front for something else? I don't burn, I just tan. I burn like a motherfucker, Danny. I burn like a motherfucker. I have the whitest skin ever, and I burn to a crisp. It is an 81% yes right now. Dude guy, you have tickled the minds of the chat. So many, and who's buying them all? Exactly. Like, how often do you realistically get a new mattress? How often? Maybe every few years. What up, Zach? How you doing, man? In my town, it's massage parlors are for money laundering. I think that there's a lot more male people going to those massage parlors than you think, Desiree. Okay, 78% yes. Dude guy, you get the special role. Just type in the chat in the Discord and I will give you the role. Apparently mattress stores are money laundering. What up, Kirk? Nail salons and car washes. Nail salons are real. What's up? Is that you, dude guy, in the chat there? Is that you typing? I don't get why mattresses are so expensive. Same, Ahmad. It doesn't seem like it should be. You didn't give me my role for the Epstein files because we didn't vote on it, Cooper, because I'm not in the Epstein files. I haven't seen your lives. How come TikTok unfollowed me for you? I don't know, but very strange, Zach. I'm planning on buying a loft bed. There you are, dude guy. All right, you get the special role, the theorist role. Enjoy it, homie. You're hard to see in the Discord now, which is what you should be because you're in the shadows. We have a pizza place and a tavern and a store that only sells blinds, and they're all fronts. Dude, I feel like there's more stores that are fronts than we think. Not me looking to buy a new mattress. Okay, hey, Chloe, you know what? Fair. If you're looking to buy a new mattress, I could respect it, but there's not often do we actually buy new mattresses. It's pretty rare. How often do you actually buy them? Not that often, dude. Unless you're like rich and have a huge house, shit like that. I don't know, maybe. Alpha. The USA secretly saved Nazis from being arrested by Britain and France after World War II so they could help defeat Soviet Russia. This is actually true. And it's been proven true. I thank you. That's actually a big compliment. You need them, Turbo Bots. This is something called Operation Paperclip. It's been proven to be true many, many times over. This is proven true, yes. So I will give you the role for this. I don't know if we're going to give you the role for this because this is an actual true statement. The U.S. did recruit former Nazi scientists who were rocket engineers. Wernher von Braun, the first leader of NASA, was a Nazi, like straight up a Nazi, a full-fledged Nazi. What up, Jackson? I say in 5 minutes the stream will explode. I hope not. It's been proven true. Have you guys ever heard of Operation Paperclip? Ones in the chat if you have. It's actually really, really despicable. Like super despicable. Operation Sunrise is a little bit different, but Operation Paperclip is a real thing. We're going to look at your link here real quick, Alpha. Yeah, it's actually insane that they hired so many like hardcore Nazis. Like hardcore. I'm talking like full-fledged fucking Nazis to be part of the American rocket program. Let's search Operation Paperclip. Operation Paperclip. It's a real thing. Operation Paperclip was a secret United States intelligence program in which more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians were taken from former Nazi Germany to the U.S. government employment after the end of World War II in Europe between 1945 and 1959. Several were confirmed to be former members of the Nazi Party, including SS or the SA, which is fucking wild that they took SS members. Now, if you don't know what the SS is, it's like Hitler's like biggest army. Like they were the most Nazis out of any of them, right? That is insane. That's actually crazy work that they did that. What up, Bree? Wait, what up, Laced? How you doing? How's life, friend? What happened after they served the U.S. military? They lived in Cali or something? Yes, they just had lives in the States. Wicked. Miriam and from concentration camps? Yeah, it's really fucked up shit. Okay. We know it's true. Bye, Em. Take it easy, homie. We kind of know that it's true, but we're still going to vote because Alpha did submit it. Is this true, guys? Do we think it's a true conspiracy theory? I'm going through a lot mentally right now, so I don't know how I am. I'm sorry to hear that, Bree. Hopefully you get better. Is there a limit on how many forms? Just one per person. The poll is up right now. Is this a true theory, guys? True, Desiree. Also, by Emsh. Good night, Emsh. Is Hitler Russian or German? I'm sorry, I didn't know history. He was Austrian, actually. He was born and raised in Austria. He fought in World War I. The most interesting World War II theory that I have is that Hitler didn't kill himself, and he actually ended up living in Argentina. Do you guys know that there's a gigantic Argentinian German population? Like a lot of the Nazis and like the Germans after World War II went to Argentina to live there. Where he later died there? Yeah, I knew that from TikTok. Oh, I didn't know. Yes, Argentina has a gigantic German population, and most of them went there after World War II. And I think Hitler escaped, and he lived in Argentina until he died. I believe this one too. It's one of the few conspiracy theories that I actually really believe, because mostly after World War II, most of South America was under dictatorship. Yes, there's a town with a weird amount of twins. Yeah, I've heard about this one, Burnt. Very strange stuff. He died approximately 7 months after he escaped. I had no idea. Very interesting stuff. You guys should look into it. All right, we are ending the poll there. It's set 93% yes. We do believe the USA secretly saved Nazis from being arrested by Britain and France after World War II so they could help defeat Soviet Russia. What up, J-Boy? Welcome back. There was a Confederate town in Brazil. Yeah, there's a lot of different things that happened in South America that we don't know. Okay, Alpha, you get the role in the Discord. Just type in the chat so I can give it to you. Well done, bro. We do think that's the thing. I'll delete it, T-God, and you can resubmit if you want. What up, Crazy? How you doing, bud? Thanks for coming over to the YouTube. If anybody is interested in submitting a conspiracy theory, go over to the YouTube. Same name on YouTube. The form is, I can post the form in the chat for you guys if you want. Alpha, just type in the chat. We're going to move on to the next one, though, guys. We are at OC now. John is actually bald and wears a hat to minimize the shine. Go fuck yourself. I am not bald. It is pretty obvious I'm not bald. I have lots of hair. I am quite haired, as you can see here, okay? Yes, Cans, I got you. My conspiracy isn't great. It was something I seen on TikTok. I am not fucking bald, okay? I didn't shower today, but I'm not bald. Does that have to be an existing one? It could be previous. I'm bald? Yeah. And Richard, you could tell I am not bald. Braids in 360 more subs. I am not getting braids. AI is getting real good. Fuck you. Just shave your head at that point. I'm not going to shave my fucking head. I have a question. What's your question, Young? All right. Is this true? I don't even want to give you guys the fucking, like, option to vote for this. But I'm going to, because I feel like that's only fair. Is this true, guys? Am I bald? It's, yes. I'm not going to get braids. I wonder if John did mine yet. I missed yesterday's stream. I'm pretty sure I did Chloe. I can see, like, a strand of hair. I am not fucking bald, bro. I am not. Bean Shuey. I'm not doing a Bean Shuey. Could I change my conspiracy theory? Yes, Young. I'll delete it once I get there, okay? You do it under the same name? Sick Flow. Thank you, Christian. It's blonde. I had to go blonde for stream. Well, this is different. Yeah, a little bit different tactical. We're doing conspiracy theories. Bald at 10K? No. If we're voting on this, then vote for mine? No. We're not voting on that. I'm not voting on whether I'm not on the Epstein list or not, Cooper. That's fucking wild, okay? I was not on the Epstein list. It's pretty obvious I wasn't. Okay? Pretty obvious. Please, new theory now. All right, we'll move. We're voting right now. It is at 50%. We're voting on the YouTube E, but we will get to the next one soon. We'll win the Stanley Cup in a few years, maybe. 50-50 right now, guys, with 26 votes in the crank. If you haven't voted already, make sure to vote. Break the tie to no, please. Can you share the form again? Absolutely, I can. I sure fucking can, Kens. I sure can. Okay. Apparently, it's a yes. Fuck you, bro. Okay? There's no proof that I was in the Epstein fucking files, dog, okay? You fucking altered pictures for it to look like me. You motherfucker. Alright, well, we're ending it here. 3, 2, 1. Apparently, I am bald. Fuck you guys. Alright? Apparently, you believe I'm bald. That is a conspiracy theory I will never believe in. I'll use my mod powers and make my own. What up, Young? Welcome into the YouTube, homie. Okay. OC, type in the Discord and I'll give you a role. Fuck you. I am not bald. Okay? Cass, celebrities are being cloned, and that's why they look so young but yet different. Britney Spears and Kanye West. Now, I could see this one. I really could. True, Christian, you're not wrong. Oh, sorry, guys. I could see this one being true, like possibly. But what I really think it is there's two things that it could be. I got you. Don't worry, Mod. I think it could be, the rise of plastic surgery. We did that one at the start, Laced, in like everywhere. A lot more people are getting Botox and plastic surgery and things like that. Like a lot of people, a lot of people. And 2, Ozempic. Now, celebrities fucking love Ozempic. They eat that shit for breakfast with every meal, pretty much. They slurp that shit up like it's fucking going out of style. And that's kind of why I think this might not be true, but I don't know. It's up to you guys. Oh, yes, that is a crazy theory. I've heard that theory before, and we did that earlier. You know, Ozempic is actually running rampant inside of Hollywood. Like rampant. Okay, but what about this one? Is this true, guys? Do we believe that celebrities are being cloned, and that's why they look so young but yet different? Vote right now. The poll is up. I don't really believe, because I mostly listen to metal, fair. Ozempic is for sure heavy on the rise with celebs, big time. Do we think so? If you want to vote, come over to the YouTube, same name on YouTube, John Z over there. You can vote on whether you think this is true or not. I don't know about it. I mean, there's been stranger things that have been proven to be true, but I just don't know about this one. Know about some illegal substance. What up, Minty? Welcome back. There's going to be some nasty side effects, Fluffy, honestly. Take Ozempic who aren't diabetic. Agreed, Cooper. But Brittany looked different before Ozempic. Are you losing weight? It's somewhat crazy. Christian Joe, thank you for the follows, guys. Appreciate that. I kind of went back to my old ways a little bit, which sucks. I gained some weight back. Not a ton, but enough that it kind of like shows, which sucks. But it is what it is. You know, I'm in a happy relationship. And she makes me muffins. So, thoughts on Oak Island? I haven't really looked enough into it, Amanda, honestly. I need to do a little more research. Avril Lavigne theory is true. I really don't know if it's true or not. It's hard to say. Britney was abused and fucked up by family, so it messed her up. Yeah. Rich people wasting Ozempic is pretty shitty. All right. You guys do not think this one is true. It's a 79% no. Thank you for your submission, Cass. I appreciate that. It is a little bit wild, you know, a little bit wild. The Bible, is that what your whole theory, Kendall? Is the Bible a conspiracy theory? I think that there's some truth to it. Mainly like historical evidence. They actually use it as a historical text a lot of the time. Serious. Okay, this is J-Boy's serious one. Okay, we already did this. Elvis is still alive. Sorry, Jay, but we did this one earlier. We did say no to this one, so I'm gonna give it the same treatment. We're gonna keep moving. Brittany was heavily abused. I wish I had a link to back it, but it was just a bunch of TikTok videos, Faircast. And there's nothing wrong with it. You know, it's an interesting theory. You did have 30% of the people saying yes. I thought we said yes, did we? I can't remember, Ahmad. Brianna, Sam Smith sold his soul for fame. Now, I actually think a lot of celebrities, if you believe in this kind of stuff, have sold their soul for fame. I do. I really do. If there's anybody who sold their soul, it would be celebrities. You know? Like, to get to the level of fame some of these people have, it feels like they get awfully lucky. You know? Like, really, really, really insanely lucky. What do you guys think? Do we think that some celebrities have sold their soul for fame? All the alien shows / movies that TV comics are all controlled by the U.S. government. 100%. Everything's controlled by the U.S. government. Don't believe in demons who buy souls. Fair, and that's fine. Most of them have. Sam was just an example. Many. Yeah, I agree. I think Sam Smith uses they / them, by the way. Do they? I had no idea, Miriam. And they get worse because of it. Yeah, true. I don't believe in souls, so I do. I think there's something to be said for the soul, and like I feel like it could be the consciousness as well, Miriam. Like the essence of who you are, right? I think it exists after we die. You know, he has some crazy vocals. That's why he's famous. True. But I mean, a lot of people have really good vocals, Sam. Like you can look on TikTok and see a lot. And nepotism is a big issue in the that field as well, Sean, to be fair. I believe in anything that is soul / spirit related, fair. They sold their souls to humans who like to control things, LA blackmails. Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be as deep as a like religious connotation. It could be that they sold their souls to the record labels and they pushed their music more, right? Like that could be also the connotation here. But who are we selling to, you know? Is there a soul salesman? Possibly. You never know, Miriam. If there are anyone who buys souls, they're the ones that sold them. And so many musicians have left the labels in the last year and went private. Yeah, I mean, that's also the rise of Spotify and things like that paying more. A soul salesman is very funny. Okay, we're gonna vote on this. Is this true? Do we still believe that celebrities, specifically Sam Smith in this case, sold their souls for fame? Are the ones who to buy the souls? I don't know if I necessarily know if I believe in demons and angels and shit like that. Like it's on the cusp for me. But I do believe that the record labels and big business could be sold too in a lot of ways. Diddy, exactly, dude. Diddy, you can't look at Diddy and not saying he looks kind of demonic though. If there's ever a demon on this earth, it's Diddy. You know? Like Diddy is a fucking demon, bro. Look into it. Look, I've always thought that. I've always thought Diddy looked a little off, you know? Not real demons necessarily. Right now, it is a 50% yes vote. Guys, get your votes in right now. I'm just so curious as to why Sam Smith has specific choice. True. I also I don't believe you have a girlfriend. She lives with me now. Crazy. Claire. Oh, she can't hear me. I bet Johnson & Johnson felt this lost sales from Diddy arrested. They must have. Dad, Diddy is my mentor. That's a wild thing to say, bro. I don't like that. Never feel like P. Diddy. Yeah, Diddy is a fucking weird looking person. I'm stuck on already responded. For what, Young? Sorry. I bet Johnson. Yeah, that must have felt the fucking the crushing weight of the not as much baby oil sales from Diddy going to jail. Always makes me think of Diddy Kong. Do you pay your girlfriend to stay with you? No. She loves me and I love her. So Claire's AI. My girlfriend is real, okay? She's a real person. She's a real human being and she really does love me, okay? You can see by her Instagram post something like that. All right, you guys say no. Sam Smith did not sell his soul for fame. Huh, I kind of believe they could have, but the chat has spoken. It's a very close race. Very close race. She can come to the stream anytime you want, Crazy, if you don't believe me. Beyonce did. I totally believe that. Beyonce is a fucking weird person. Caitlin, we've already done this. I'm going to delete it in case you want to submit another one, because we've already done the moon landing theory one. I'm going to delete that one. Lag for me. Are you guys, anybody else getting lag? Are we good? She says hi to us on TikTok. Yeah, she says all the time. The lag is crazy. Is there lag once again? It says it's fine on my end, which is very strange. Very, very strange. All right, up next, Paige. Mandela. Okay, Mandela. We've already done the Mandela effects as well, Paige. We're going to delete that and allow you to submit a different one if you so choose. We already did Mandela effects yesterday. There's some very rough lag tonight. Yeah, very, very strange. I don't know why. Okay, Sean. I'm lagging just a bit. It has for me. Very weird. Okay, yeah, now it's doing it for me on my end too. What the fuck is going on with my connection today? Tornadoes are caused by roundabouts disturbing the airflow. Huh. Sean. Ballsy, you got your conspiracy theory as true yesterday. What up, John and Mark? How you doing, man? This is an interesting theory, Shawnee. I'm not going to lie. I don't know about that. Obviously, this is true. That TikTok. Is there a TikTok to go along with this, Sean, or what? You guys think this is true? Just type in the Discord. I'll give you a roll. If they're true, PEI would be the Tornado Alley of Canada, isn't it? Hi, baby.
Hi, I'm real.
Yes.
I came as quickly as I could. I was getting out of the shower. I'm a real person.
She's a real person, okay?
Oh, my God.
That's my beautiful, wonderful girlfriend right there. That's Claire.
I was getting out of the shower. My hair's wet.
That does win for creativity. One of our theories right now is tornadoes are caused by roundabouts disturbing the airflow.
I can see it.
Yeah, she is beautiful, right, Sam? She's the most beautiful woman in the world. The most gorgeous woman in the world.
You see the bird dog?
No, leave him. He's okay. Sleeping. He's hanging out. Here, Claire, are you a paid actress?
No, I'm not a paid actress. I love this man.
Love this woman.
Yeah.
Hi, AI Claire. Fuck
Hi.
you guys. My girlfriend is not AI. Does ads just like Twitch. I just got an ad. Yes, they do, Young. There are ads. Hi, Ashley. All right, we're going to vote on this, guys. Do we think that tornadoes are caused by roundabouts, disturbing the airflow? That's what a paid actress would say. Fuck you, Crazy. Is this true? You're just jealous because is that your girlfriend Canadian? Yes, she was originally from Brampton. You're just jealous because I have a girlfriend before you. So fuck you. Is she still gooning in the lagoon? Probably. Cutest couple ever. She is the best. She is the best. Hell yeah, bro. Fake. There would be more tornadoes in Kitchener-Waterloo. Okay, what do we think, guys? Vote on this now. What up, Jack? Obviously they are. Shawnee, you're not going to get that roll, okay? You're not. You're not, dude. Ballsy, type in the Discord if you're around. I'll give you the roll. No tornadoes are actually created from people realizing their gas, releasing their gas in a circle. That's hilarious. Fake, sorry. All good, Ashley. I know it's fake. We're just joking. You guys don't get it. We don't get it, apparently, Miriam. Who's in the XP today? Miriam, you were number one in XP today with 100 XP. W, let's go for you. Okie dokes, daddy. Don't call me daddy, bro. I'm not your daddy. In Paris and Europe, right? Or like just England in general. It's an interesting theory. All right, it is a 59% no vote with 27 votes in the crank. Shawnee, sadly, you don't get the roll, homie. Nah, there was a tornado warning the other week, and there's no roundabouts here. Size. Yeah, roundabouts are annoying sometimes, though. I'm not gonna lie. All right, up next. Sam, from the TikTok yesterday. Some musicians are hired by the government to implant messages in their music to manipulate the public. I kind of fuck with this theory. You have to think the Army or like the Navy or like the United States forces have to try to be doing this with young people, right? Like they have to. There's no way that the musicians don't take money and put messages in them. Like there's no way. With the amount of consumerism and fucking money shit in our world, I feel like this could be true. I feel like it could be. I'll have one that trusted me. Prob someone that just made a big ass fart that made them get warning. But like most music is pretty explicitly anti-government for an extent. I feel like that's just the music you listen to, Miriam, not necessarily all music. I take 6 roundabouts to get to work every day, and my drive is less than 30 minutes. W. Tell me how you put a message in music. But it's subliminal. There is, you can look up subliminal messaging, crazy. Rye Guy, think of it all. Simpsons had an episode on that. Yeah. Yvonne et Niage. Exclamation point Discord Jackson. Should bring up a link. Vietnam was a psyop. There was a lot. Yeah. Yvonne et Niage. I remember that. Consumerism songs, Def, yeah, to sell you product, to get you to buy things, like 100 million% there is subliminal messaging in songs and TV that you don't even realize. Like, okay, Claire didn't even realize. This is not a knock against Claire. We were watching a show the other day, or actually recently, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and what you don't realize is that every product that you see the label for in a show is put there on purpose. Right? It's put there as a specific ad placement to get you to buy that product. You know? It's very well known. Well, I almost said known. It's very well known that product placement in TV is a real thing. A Vietnam PSYOP wiki page. I believe Vietnam was actually war and war games and not real. I think it was a real thing. Is that why Danny DeVito is in the background? Probably. I'm Wayne's World. I'm trying to push my Danny DeVito yes, exactly, Fluffy. I'm trying to push my Danny DeVito love, right? I mean, who doesn't love Danny DeVito, though? All right, what do we think, guys? Do we think that musicians are hired by the government and other things to push messages to the public? Is this true or not? You guys vote. Have product laid out? Yeah, it's product placement, man. I like how you rated the 3 hills and 4.5. Very, very disrespectful. I mean, there's not 3 hills there. Let's be honest here. Do we think this is true, guys? Vote in the YouTube now. Sam is not in the Discord, I don't think. Even stores have product laid out to encourage you to buy more. Exactly. It's a pretty typical thing to do. Every single time in any media, anyone is anti-government, they're showed as a crazy conspiracy theorist. Yeah. So you won't question? True. I didn't see him, Hockey. Neither did the chat. I added my proof to the main chat in Discord. I completely understand what you're saying, Amanda, and I agree with you. But you won't question? Yeah, exactly. Dude, there's so much anti-government rhetoric, but you don't see it. You don't see it on TV because they don't want you to see it. I think this could be very true, actually. It's called Op Wandering Soul. Sean, I still love you, but you lying. Yes, stores sell lower shelves for more kids to see and want it. True. You were Rob, Sean. You deserved the win. I'm a guitarist, basically a musician, and I'm not hired by the government. No, because Daniel, I love you, but you're not a big enough musician. You know, there are 3 hills there. I didn't see them, bro. I didn't see them. I just don't believe it, Sean. Even if you posted proof, commercials are at certain times of day. Yeah, everything is in your world, and everything in your life is a trying to sell you something these days. You know, they aren't in town. Well, they're not in town because they're not in town. You know, I want the 3 hills to be in town. Not this time, bro. Not this time. All right, you guys say yes to this one, Sam. We think that you are correct. That musicians are hired by the government to implant messages in their music to manipulate the public. I could very much see this, you know? Especially if they're selling their soul. Next up is Gary Busey. Okay. This is one I have believed for so fucking long. Stevie Wonder can see a little bit. There is no fucking way that motherfucker is that blind. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. I will never fucking believe it. Stevie Wonder is not fucking blind. What up, Jack? Thank you for the $2, Jack. Almost crashed my jet ski. Thought I was gonna die. Damn. Sorry to hear that, homie. How is he that good at piano? I was gonna die. How? There's no way he's blind. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Now most people can see to the same degree. Can see a little bit. Whoops. All good. Stevie put on a comment on this saying he can't see still. I think he could always see. Listen, call me what you will, say I'm a piece of shit. I think he can see. I always have. He fakes it for being for better parking stalls at the mall. Stevie Wonder can see. Write it down. Put it in your notebook. I believe it. He can see that motherfucker. He's always been lying. Lying about being blind for clout. Okay, what do you guys think? Is Gary Busey correct? Is this true? Can Stevie Wonder see just a little bit? I'm curious. Stevie Wonder is actually the refs in most soccer games. Yo, I'm number one now, W Jack. He fakes it for being parking stalls. That's like asking why Helen Keller is good at science, bro. Isn't Helen Keller like the girl in the attic? No, that's Anne Frank. I'm thinking of two different people. He saw how famous Ray Charles was and wanted that. Exactly, Blue. Exactly. Like, you can likely see shape and some general color. Most blind people can. Complete blindness is very rare. I think he can see more than he lets on, Miriam, is what I'm saying. He addressed the rumors and said he can see. Yeah, he can see. He absolutely can. Yeah, I mix them up all the time. Thank you, Jack, for the $2, though. Oh, God, you're okay, bro. That's Anne Frank, dude. Yeah, I always mix them up every time. Was blind, deaf, and mute, and Frank was in the attic. Yeah, I always mix them up, Miriam. Always. I don't know why I mix them up, but I always do. Are we sure Anne Frank was real? That's what I thought. Apparently, there's a big theory going around that Anne Frank was not real at all. There's a big theory going around about it. All right, 58% of you say yes. I don't know who the fuck Gary Busey is, and I don't think they're in the Discord. So if you want the real Gary Busey, type in the Discord. But I only want to know if it's you for sure. My bad, y'all. I'm back. Welcome back, Ahmad. All right, up next, we are going with Lawn Boy. Lawn Boy isn't here tonight. I saw him in here yesterday. He was in the TikTok and the YouTube. We are all living in a simulation that began when Harambe died in 2016. That was the last normal-ish year I can remember clearly. Now, we did a simulation theory one yesterday. Like, we were living in a simulation. So I think we see. What do we think? Do we skip this? What up, Charlie? Welcome back, homie. I miss Harambe. L's to that fucking beautiful ape. I know a couple of drivers suffer from complete blindness. That's wild. Yeah, definitely in my city. Do we skip this one, guys? We did do a simulation theory one yesterday. So we did do it. I feel like we skip it. I think it was started with David Bowie. This is different from GeoGuessr. Yeah, Lori, we're reacting to you guys' conspiracy theories. I thought we did something with that Harambe, so skip. Yeah, we did. Okay. Sorry, Lawn Boy, we're going to delete it. And if you want to redo it, you can. Consumerism profits directly from social media, and major companies pay off apps to track user history beyond search history, like banking history and location tracking, to push ads. Now, I 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 believe this to be true. They know more about you than probably you do. You know, like, I 100,000,000% think this is true. Like those giant tech companies are evil as fuck. 100%. I'm pretty sure it's already proved. Yeah, I think so too. Definitely true. Prairies are the best. Manitoba on top. Yes, dude. Okay. One thing that people always say I'm a little crazy for, and I think I'm right about it, is they also use your microphone to listen to your conversations. Have you guys ever had it? Now, I might be crazy here. I could be. Have you guys ever had it where you're talking about a product and all of a sudden it starts showing up in your ads? You know? And you're like, I'm not actually searching this. Why is it coming up? Yeah, we buy advertising info all the time for our company. It's crazy how easy it is. Yeah, and they sell it like fucking immediately. Finding Nemo, right? Well, apparently Nemo is Latin for no one, so technically Finding Nemo is finding no one. So Marlin literally had no idea, was hallucinating everything he saw. That's an interesting theory, Danny. Submit it. It happens all the time. Same. I don't think they do that. They do that though. I think so, they do, Ahmad. Anybody brought up Sandy Hook yet? Oh, I don't want to talk about Sandy Hook. I don't want to get Alex Jones. No, they totally don't do. I watch a movie and suddenly my entire feed is about that movie. Yeah, they gotta be listening to your fucking mics, right? They have to. They know more about you than you expect. All right. Is this true? I feel like you submitted a slam dunk here, Kens, but fair. I mean, these tech companies know more about you than a lot, especially about me, because I post my whole fucking life online. I had a phone call the other day, and now even TikTok keeps showing me the videos on the topic. That's wild. I think it's true. I've had DRG stuff pop up on after my friend about her former addiction. Wild, burnt. That's crazy. Guys, if you're interested, come over to YouTube. That's where you can submit a conspiracy theory. It is also where most of the chat is. Completely up to you on TikTok, but same name on YouTube if you want to come over. That's the best way to support me as a content creator as well. So much of it is from ID code on your phone. It tracks so much, and that info can be brought to target better. I mean, okay, hot take. I don't know if this is like, I don't know if it's true or not, but I like the targeted ads. You know what I mean? Like, I like them. I think that they're pretty good, honestly. Like, I do like them. I like having ads that actually, like, matter for me, you know? Like, I'd rather have targeted ads than non-targeted ads. Do you guys agree? Do you know what I'm saying? Kens, it does look like you get the role. 95% of you guys say yes. It is true. Consumerism profits directly from social media, and major companies pays off apps to track user history. Well done, Kens. If you are on the Discord, Kens, just type and I will give you the roll. Ballsy gets your tinfoil hat roll, my good sir. There it is. The theorist roll. And you have the W Riz, Ballsy. Let's go. Let's go, homie. Thank you, Sam. Welcome into the YouTube, homie. Can we get a bit welcome in the chat for Sam? Thank you for coming over. It is the best way to watch me, in my opinion. Internet is so too big of a place. Cater to me. Exactly, Blue. Cater to my fucking preferences. There you are, Kens. Here is your roll, Queen. Enjoy it. Social Dilemma on Netflix touches on this. I could definitely see it being true, Sheila. Like 1,000,000%. All right, up next. Let's see who we have. Core. Not sure if it's a theory, but what if we were reliving our memories on our deathbeds right now? And the shadows we see in the corners of our eyes are ourselves looking back into these memories. What if we're already dead and living in a loop of random memories, which is why you can't remember things from when you were a kid? Now, I don't know about you guys. I have a photographic memory, and I can remember things from when I was 4. I can remember things from when I was like a very, very, very small child. I think, Core, there's something else going on here, okay? I think there's something going on. I think you should go to the doctor, or, you know, like actually, like, seriously, I think you need to go to the doctor. What up, Mark? I prefer to be yeah, exactly, Burnt, exactly. I'm heading out. Good night, OC. Thank you for coming in, homie. Have a great rest of your night. Until your insurance policy goes up because the company bought your data and show you like skiing or surfing and surfing. True. Yeah, no, what the hell? That is a wild, wild, wild theory. Trauma also causes memory lapses. Exactly. So you might have some trauma in your past you need to work through. I don't know if this is true. It's an interesting theory. It's a very interesting theory. Have you guys ever thought about this? You're like, I have this thought, this reoccurring thought, like a really detailed reoccurring thought. My dad used to have a Volkswagen Beetle or Volkswagen van when we were kids. And when I was like 4 or 5, maybe a little older, I remember falling asleep, okay? I remember falling asleep. And I swear to God, I'm still asleep in that van. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm going to wake up and be like a 5-year-old again? Is that a weird one? I do, Renegade. Welcome back, homie, by the way. I can remember things from when I was 3 to 4, but I vividly remember my 5th birthday. Yeah. A Westie. Conspiracy added. W. Daniel. This is one of the things that I have panic attacks over at age of like 4. I get that. God, I wish. Let me try again. I beg. Say Miriam. No, maybe nostalgia. Probably nostalgia, Sam. Honestly, like it's probably more of that. But it's like, fuck. Could you imagine like waking up in your bed and you're actually being 5? Have you guys ever heard this theory about, or the story about the guy who got knocked out and he actually lived an entire life inside of his coma? And he had a wife, he had kids, he had a beautiful life, he had a job, a good job, and all that. What up, Cyber? And all that stuff. And then he saw this lamp that looked 2D, and he woke up in the middle of like his college like campus after being knocked out. Yeah, I've heard of that one before, Renegade. If you want to submit, go over to YouTube. Submit it over there. What up, Cornelius? How you doing, man? I wait every day for the lamp to look weird. Same. And he wakes up and he's shoeless. Yeah, that was such a weird fucking story, dude. Such a weird story. That dude, there's such weird things with the brain, you know? Like you could get hit in the head and gain a fucking different accent. Fucking weird. Sometimes I get dreams that feel just too real. Agreed. I think everybody does. Ever heard about David Icke? Yes, and I don't believe him. I think his theories are crazy. All right, is this true? David Icke, the Hollow Moon Man, right? Not who you're talking about? I don't like the idea of the Hollow Moon. I think it's, I don't know. I think it's a little too far-fetched for me. That's typical, Daniel. That's very typical. You're not supposed to. Your brain isn't supposed to remember things that far back. Okay, one crazy thing about this kind of thing, though, with dreams and stuff like that, and memories. Do you guys know that babies can remember when they're, or like toddlers, like 4 or 5-year-olds can remember when they were in the womb? That freaked me out a lot. Did you guys know that? It's difficult to study the human brain because we are using brains to study brains, true. Cornelius, thank you for the follow. Isn't that fucking weird? I don't believe that's true. Ask a toddler. Wait, they can? Yeah, they can remember being in the womb. We asked my nephew and he remembered. I mean, think about it. Like when you're like a 5-year-old, what is your most recent memories realistically? I think that doppelgangers exist, but I don't think they're evil like some media says. I can see that, Lena. I've heard about that. Not surprised you speak to kids. Well, I mean, I have a nephew. I have kids in my life. My girlfriend's a teacher. I refuse to believe that. I'm legit going to the nearest 5-year-old to ask them, man. My 5-year-old has wild memories, so that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, my toddlers believe they're Batman too. Good point, Ballsy. Never thought of it like that, but good point. The brain named itself? That's fucking weird. It would just be dark in the moon? I mean, yeah. I personally think, yeah, doppelgangers could exist. All right. We're ending the poll here. Core, I think you should see a doctor, like with this stuff, or a therapist, like not in a mean way or anything like that. But it sounds like you have some repressed memories. I'm asking my 3-year-old tomorrow. Do it, Nicole. I'm actually curious what they say. Like a sauna. I remember when I was 6, when a fire drill happened, I fell over and dropped a bin of pencil crayons and fixing it, and somehow I still remember it. I remember like a lot of weird things like that. OC again. I think this was confirmed. I just want to say it, but AI is making people dumber, and most Americans are illiterate because of that. And lazy parents who won't do their part in helping. AI is a real issue. Like, actually. Like an actual issue. Like, fuck, man. AI scares the shit out of me. Truly. I think the scariest thing in our world right now, other than like heavy climate change, is AI. That's basically proven true, yeah. I mean, if someone is illiterate, how are they using AI? True. That's just true. Yes, it's causing psychosis and brain decay. Yeah. Dude, AI is a scary, scary thing. As an artist, AI is generally one of the worst developments in society. Absolutely. It takes away a lot of jobs. Like, in the next 10, probably even, less than that, years, we're going to have to seriously start thinking about a UBI. Does anybody know what UBI is? I believe in the theory that celebrities give their kids insane names so they can hide their real one. I agree with that too, Caden. That's actually a really good theory. How is this a theory? We are literally living this every day. Yeah. The amount of people I know who says AI is their therapist scares me. That is a very scary thought. You cannot get therapy from a fucking computer, in my opinion. It has to be a human. Same with teaching. Same with like a lot of things. Plus, AI is ruining the environment. It sure is. It's fucking the environment up. To be honest, I think I vividly remember that I was abused a little when I was a kid, but I know that I have trauma as 7 years old, though I remember that, and I still have trauma at 15. Everybody has trauma, dude, and that's scary. Does give the best advice, though? It sure does not. I think you're too far gone for actual help. I can see that, Lena. I will blame it on the CEO of Nintendo for sending Hitman to assassinate him. That's funny. I'm very glad that as someone in theater, most of my possible jobs literally can't be done by AI. Yeah. Like, my job in construction is pretty safe for the next, I'd say 20 years. I don't see them taking over heavy-duty construction anytime soon. But still, it's still a thought. All right, we're going to move on from this because I think it's true. And I don't think it's worth oh, yeah. This is an interesting one. The Mountain Dew theory. Scott put this in yesterday. I really did want to see what this one was about. He submitted a Reddit link. We're going to look at Reddit. Even though Reddit is a fucking cesspool that I hate, we're going to look at the Reddit link here. This is the Mountain Dew theory, okay? There is a Mountain Dew conspiracy every time they focus on... Oh, I've heard about this. Kind of like The Simpsons, dude. I've heard about this one. Mountain Dew has thousands of different flavors, but when they specifically make a big announcement or focus hard on a new flavor, a big event correlates with that flavor. For example, Code Red was only a few months before 9/11. Maui Burst was and the Maui fires. Pitch Black before CrowdStrike outages. Now they are focusing on a new flavor where they conducted even a TED Talk about it called Midnight. People were talking about this a few days ago and how it may relate to another blackout. Well, Cuba, Panama, and Venezuela all at the same time are now facing a mass blackout, so are parts of the U.S. Really interesting theory, actually. I kind of fuck with that. Kind of similar to the Simpsons theory, you know? AI is a literal issue. It's terrifying. Absolutely. I've never heard this one before. This is an interesting one. Kind of close to how the Simpsons predicts the future. Have you guys ever seen that shit where they predicted Donald Trump as a fucking the president and things like that? No, Redditors do suck. Oh yes, I've heard this too. So basically, the naming of new Mountain Dew like flavors correlates with world events. Theory so far. I don't know, Bug. I have to go look back at them and look. I really like a couple of them. I think this is a really up there. The Titanic one is really interesting too. What up, Emma? The Simpsons is crazy accurate. Yeah, always at the scene of the crime. True. Technically Trump could have copied the Simpsons. Yeah, he could have. It's true. I really like the Titanic theory, Bug. Basically, the Titanic wasn't actually the ship that sank, and it was the hi Sienna, welcome back. It was the Olympia or Olympic, I believe it was. That's a really interesting theory. One time when I was on Reddit about different tasting Pepsi from mainland and Newfoundland, only one person took it serious. Interesting. Bug, thank you for the fall. All right, we're gonna vote on this. Do we think is this true? Do we think Mountain Dew's flavor announcements, like the major ones, predict world events? What do we think, guys? Because of the botting factor using different sugar. Oh, interesting. That sounds cool. I didn't know that. I generally think the Simpsons creators are fed info before it happens. Yes, we are, Sienna. We sure are, dude. Come over, hang out with us. That's an interesting thought, Young. I never even realized that. That's cool. I mean, it makes sense if they have different sugars. On my way. Sounds good, Sienna. Do we think this is true, boys and girls? Does the Mountain Dew flavor release correlate with world events? Well, bro, why am I so bad at spelling? I feel like all of us are without autocorrect, you know? I'm fucking horrible at spelling without autocorrect, bro. Like, horrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, Newfoundland is a private bottler, and it is sugar and water. When I was a kid, I toured the Pepsi factory in St. John. That's very cool. Didn't know that. Right now, it's a 53% no, but it's very close, actually. It's closer than I thought for this one. I think it could be true. I really do. Autocorrect is a form of AI. It is. There's AI everywhere, bro. Like, literally in everything, Terry. Everything has some kind of AI algorithm or something like that. I legit can't spell on an Apple keyboard. Thought it was an autocorrect. Okay. What up, Ghost, right? It feels like my biggest flex these days was to be able to spell very well with an autocorrect. That's a fucking actual flex, dude. I'm not going to lie. It's an actual flex. The only AI that is good, that it's as good as Grammarly. Generative AI is the issue, yes. Not like algorithmic AI necessarily. Not that kind of stuff. All right, we're going to end this poll. It is a 55% no. You guys do not believe that Mountain Dew's flavor announcements correlate with world events. It's a pretty far-fetched theory, but it could be true. You know, you never know. Levi, dreams can predict the future. We did this one, Levi. I am going to delete this and allow you to submit a new one if you want. Young, Joe Biden was the last person to vote for Trump. Huh. I don't know if I understand this one fully. Like, Joe Biden was the last voter for Trump? Or what? Delete? Okay, deleting. Never mind, we're moving on from that one. Okay, next up, T-God. LeBron is secretly playing on his alt account, LeSperm, and he has to unlock all of his skills like a video game progression system. The video underneath shows resemblance. T-God, what the fuck are you on about? See, this is how I know you're 15. Okay, ones in the chat, do we skip this? Dementia is fucked. I believe that. Same, Cooper. I don't understand. 9. Ones in the chat. Do we skip this? 2's in the chat if we actually take it seriously. Okay, the first stream was 100% better. Yeah, there's a lot of really, really weird ones in here. T-God, that one's weird. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. Yeah, we're skipping it. Sorry, T-God. There were more than 4 planes involved with 9/11. Oh, we're finally getting into some 9/11 shit. I didn't think it would get there, but we did. Some just never made it off the ground. That is a really interesting theory. Listen, I will say this now, and I will say it for the rest of my life. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. It just doesn't. And how the fuck do you explain Tower 7? 9/11, I will always and forever in my heart believe was an inside job. It's just the truth. I don't think that it wasn't planned. You know, like Bush had some kind of idea in it about more planes now, and a plane crash from the top doesn't crumble the bottom first. Yeah, not gonna be mod, not by not saying weird shit. Pentagon missile strike. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we don't understand still about 9/11. There's two like conspiracy theories when it comes to this kind of stuff. I believe 9/11. I believe it was an inside job in a lot of ways. And also the Kennedy assassination. They have not told us everything that they have about the Kennedy assassination. Not even close. But a plane hitting a fucking building certain messes up the beams. Have you ever seen the size of the beams in a building like that, Miriam? They are like 4 feet thick, some of them. They are gigantic. They're wider than two people standing next to each other, and they are completely made out of steel. Also, the Twin Towers were designed for a plane strike. Maybe they went to upgrade the Pentagon, so they just flew a plane right into it. It's possible. I mean, that's actually an interesting theory, crazy, but I don't know if it is. The Twin Towers were built to withstand a plane strike. Like, actually, that's a real thing. All right, do we think this is true? Is this true, guys? Do we think that there was more planes involved in 9/11 than they say? Interesting theory. I mean, it could very well be true. There was just some that were shot down, maybe. Maybe they caught them before they got off the ground, but not 2 strikes. There was only 1 strike per building. We could have just used cheap steel. That was a flagship building. They're definitely not using cheap steel. My dad met the architect for the buildings at a convention. It's true. It's like throwing a pop can at a brick wall. Yeah, literally. Those planes should not have done the damage that they should have. They did, you know? Like, it's actually insane. The live was like 10 minutes rewinded for me. I don't know why. I feel like that's going to be like that for a lot of people because I'm having connection issues today for some reason. It's been proven theory the band My Chemical Romance was only started because of 9/11. Really, Ghost? That's interesting. The documentary shows how some planes never took off on time and had odd people on them. Yeah. The way it crumbled also seems strange. Agreed. So if I stopped, I could get mod, possibly, if you show up every day and shit like that. What do we think, guys? Is this a true theory or not? This is for May. May, are you in the Discord or not? I'm curious. I'm not sure if you are or not. Not an inside job, but the Americans knew about it and did fuck all to prevent it. Yeah, because they wanted to go to war. For 50 Shades of Grey, really, is my favorite band. I do love MCR. It crumbled like it was blown up. Yeah, it was very strange. All right, you guys say yes. This is a true theory. Well done, May. If you are in the Discord, just type in the chord and I will give you your role, Miss May. Okay? Absolutely. The lead singer, Gerard Way, was there when 9/11 happened, and he decided that his life was too short to not follow his dreams and make a difference, so he got his brother and friends to start a band. That's very cool. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. May, well done. Next up, Luna. That PETA is ran and funded by big meat industries to make animals' rights people look stupid, but also to be the primary group so less people / no one else looks into stuff. Fucking interesting theory. In the event that something happened to both of them, someone bought 2 towers just before. I heard about that one before, Gibster. That's very interesting. What started the fire in? That's an interesting one too, sir. This is an interesting theory. I actually could see this. Big like food and big pharma and those types of industries do have a lot of pull and power, a lot more than we even know. Big food is massively profitable. And they will do anything in their power to keep those profits up, even going as far as this kind of stuff. It's already been proven that a lot of these types of like groups are infiltrated by big corporations. What do we think about this one, guys? Do we think this could be true? Do we think that big industry has infiltrated PETA to make them look dumb and to divert their attention away to real issues? Another theory, Abra Arrow is hiding in storage. Yes, I definitely believe that. And Twilight started from a weird dream Stephanie Meyer had of Gerard Way. Interesting. In the event, something happened to both. I've heard about that before, Gibster. All right, what do we think, guys? What do we think? Is this true? Or could it be true? Do we think that the big meat industry has something to do with PETA? And the fact that they look so fucking weird, you know? I don't really get this one, to be honest. It's basically saying that PETA has been infiltrated by corporations to make them look like they're dumb and not be taken seriously. I understand it, too. I'm all for animals' rights, but animal rights posters are just stupid. And that is the proof to you right there that it could be true, that they are infiltrated by large corporations. Terry, there are a few Avro arrows around. Definitely true. I could see it very much, Sir Smoke, honestly. That's a really interesting theory. Never heard it before. No, man. You don't think so? I'm not talking about... Okay, when I talk about these big industries, Ballsy, I don't think just like a small butcher shop. I'm talking like Tyson. Like a giant meat conglomerate. You know, like almost as big as Big Oil. Like there are some big meat processing conglomerates that would absolutely want to make animal rights activists look foolish. Animal rights protesters give me a headache and a half, honestly. Same. And this is an interesting theory as to why. You know, they can't all be that crazy. They put some stuff out there that really cost us a lot of money. Sean, I've believed this theory from day one in the RICF, and we don't have to convince people to eat meat. Yeah, fair. All right, you guys are saying 65 or 56% yes, that you do think this could be true. It's an interesting theory. I kind of like it. Luna, if you're in the Discord, type in there and I will give you your theorist role, homie. I will do it. Up next, we have our friend Sierra. Aliens helped to build the pyramids. Now, I do think that humans built the pyramids. We still don't understand how they did it. To this day, we don't understand how they did it with the technology they had. We can't, you know? But I really don't think that aliens built them. I think humans did it. And I think we discredit it from humans because we don't understand their technology back then. I think they're a lot more advanced than we give them credit for. But I can understand why people think that. Because they are like these giant fucking... buildings, you know, like some of the stones are like 2 tons. How the fuck did they move those things, right? They did. Some things will just remain a mystery. Yeah, I think the humans built it, but I don't think we understand how they built it. Really, with that new superstructure that found underneath it, I think that's those. I don't know about those ones, Terry. I've heard about them before, but I haven't done enough research into them to understand it, you know, and what they are. What up, Kyle? Welcome in. I think we also probably discredit it because people are racist, but I don't know. Yeah, because we don't think... Hey, but we definitely don't deny that the Mexicans built their pyramids. I've never heard anybody say, hey, we don't know how the Mexicans did it, you know? We don't know. We don't know how the people of Yucatan did it, because my fuck, those people know how to work. I'm in Vancouver, pal. You ever seen a Mexican on a job site? Those guys are fucking crazy. They get shit done, you know? But for some reason, we think that Arabs can't do it. Mexicans are hard workers. I heard they are. Insane. It was the Aztecs, yeah. With the Yucatan, like, Chichen Itza, I believe. I believe that's the big pyramid in the Yucatan Peninsula that we kind of talk about, that you see most of the time. There are many pyramids in the Mexico. Okay. What do we think, guys? Do we think that aliens built the pyramids? Vote now. I don't know about this one. I do think humans built them. I really do. I'm convinced of it. I just don't think we understand how. You know? I don't. Big gambles from the chat tonight. Goddamn. Okay, Fluffy's at 100K. Well done, Fluffy. I'm in Vancouver, though, pal. What about yourself? Burning Starlight. Welcome in, homie. All right, you can vote right now. Vote now on the poll. I don't see how they couldn't. Who couldn't? The aliens? Should I click yes and meant no? Uh-oh, Ken. It's unfortunate. Can't change your vote now, but it does look like it's going to be a no. There are 20 votes in the crank. We have 28 viewers. It is a 65% no vote. I am sorry, Sierra. It is an interesting theory. I do like the idea, but I do think humans built it, you know? I think aliens exist, but I don't think they've made contact with Earth yet, because I feel like if they have made contact with Earth, it's like drones, you know, like robotic drones. How the Egyptians couldn't. Bullshit Streamlabs. It's just a fun one. It is, Sierra. And, you know, it creates some interesting conversations around it. Do you think in 500 years people will see a book written by people and think aliens did it because AI does everything for them? Maybe, Miriam. It's possible. How do we both roll 46? I don't know. Sometimes Streamlabs is weird. I found the famous Mexican spice in Dollarama today. It is tahini, and they put it in everything. I love tahini. Tahini is delicious. Crazy. John's girlfriend isn't real. Fuck you. Jackson. BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street run the world. Now, this is an interesting theory. BlackRock does have their hands in a lot of shit, a lot more than we expect. Fuck you, TikTok. Really? You think I'm inactive? I'm talking constantly. You're not right. Bonjour said in my first prairie accent. What up, blonde boy? I think we did. If you want to submit a new theory, we already did yours, homie. Your friend is not real. Just look at the link in it. It's obviously real, bro. She's obviously real. That's a girlfriend rental website. Do you really think I'm paying for my girlfriend? No. She loves me and I love her. BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street run the world. What do you guys think? Do we think so? They invest and have such big stakes in large companies that it's controlling factors? Absolutely. Especially in real estate. I don't know the website. I've never seen it before in my life, bro. You just hate that I have a girlfriend before you, dog, and it's okay. It's okay to be a hater. We are almost out of theories. We are, Ahmad. The stream is almost coming to an end tonight. They own more and more every day. It's actually scary how much these people own and like perpetuate their wealth. Drop the link in, pretty please. I got you, dude. I'll put the link in for you right now. Doesn't BlackRock own? Sorry, hold on. I'm putting the form in. I need to put that in. Oh, own parts of the Panama Canal? Probably, dude. They own a lot of fucking shit. But that your girlfriend is a higher actress, just admit it. She's not, though. I will never admit that because she's not an actress, dude. She's my girlfriend. What do we think, guys? Everything, if you find a business, search who is investing in them, and boom, you find BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street. Yeah, 100%. They own more stakes in more companies than you even know. It's nearly zero. It's insane. Yeah, because I have it on low latency. What do we think, guys? Is this true? Do we think that BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street run the world? Do they run a lot more than we think? That's the question in the chat. Vote yes or no for Jackson. Great theory, Jackson. I love it. What about the theory that John actually has hair? We already did that, Ballsy, and you guys think I'm bald. So fuck you. I just uploaded W Young. That's delicious. I love that shit. Do we think so? It is 78% yes with 17 votes. God damn. You guys really think this is true? Put a poll for my theory? No. We're not putting a poll if Claire is real or not because she is real. I think that's stupid. Yeah, in Vancouver. What up, Rapla? Welcome in, homie. It is a 79% yes on this theory. I think that BlackRock is a more evil company than we think. They are very, very, very evil. BlackRock owns the shipping ports on either side of the Panama Canal, but Panama owns the canal still. Yeah. So, I mean, they do own parts of the area, which makes sense. Whatever you say, dog. My girlfriend is not fake. She's not an actress, dude. Does Kanye have bipolar? Probably, dude. Honestly, the guy's fucked. Chat, stop it. Claire is a real paid actress. Fuck you, Cooper. Very evil. Very, very evil. All right, up next. Jackson, if you're in the Discord, I will give you your role, homie. I believe you just joined. You did. Enjoy your role, my boy. There is a few people I do owe roles to. You just got to type in the Discord and I get it. Cooler? Who's Cooler? I don't know who that is. We have only had one theory with 100 to... Yeah, only one. I think it was Alphas. Catherine. Leia Michelle can't read. Who the fuck is Leia Michelle? I honestly do not know. Can I get... please get mod? No. You don't want mod anyways.
You've probably heard the conspiracy theory that Leia Michelle can't read, so here's the whole tea on the rumor and why it started. It started because podcasters realized that Leia Michelle never responded to the piping hot tea Naya Rivera wrote about her.
Never seen Glee, Ken.
And then one of them remembered that he heard she couldn't read. Because
this is interesting.
Broadway, so she never had time to finish school. And then she went straight into Glee.
And the Emmy goes...
I mean, it makes sense. Like, if you don't have time to go to school because you're acting... Huh. You should watch it. It's awesome. I'm not a big fan of, like, musical things. I'm just not a big fan. The same Sean. I didn't know who he was either. That's really funny. Sad, but really funny. Maybe she's partially blonde. It could be. Maybe she's Stevie Wonder in disguise. Huh.
She would just pick the one on top. And apparently she would only work with Ryan Murphy on shows because he knew her secret, so he would feed her lines verbally.
How's the reading level of a second grader? Absolutely. Trump's fucked, dude. Huh. That's a really interesting theory. My girlfriend hates reading, so it could be that. I mean, it's possible. I don't understand how you could hate reading, though. It's such a big part of your life. All right. I mean, we've seen the video evidence, and we've heard from them. Is this true, guys? Does Leia Michelle not know how to read? That's the question right now. Please, Minty, if you keep asking, you're going to get banned. Just keep watching, dude. You're 34 and still have a build of a 57-year-old dad with 3 kids that are all graduated high school. I'm 35, but I am 6'7", 300 pounds. So, you know, I think that's a bit of an interesting build. Trump sounds like he's about to have an aneurysm each time he talks. True. You're not wrong there. No, dude, you gotta stop asking for Maud. The more you ask, the less I want to give it to you. What do we think, guys? Can Lea Michele not read? It's an interesting theory, honestly. It kind of makes sense, seeing as, you know, she was an actress from an early age, and she didn't go to school necessarily. But, I don't know. It's interesting theory, truly. The video does seem like it proves it a little bit. It won't let me vote, but that's correct. Lea Michele cannot read. It's in the YouTube. He sounds like that because he consistently has a poopy diaper. Yeah, true. I mean, Trump does always have a shitty diaper. It's not wrong. I don't know. Like Trump is such an interesting character. Trump sounds like I'm going to have an aneurysm when he talks. Yeah, it's hard listening to that guy, actually. All right, 70% of you guys say yes. You do agree that Lea Michele cannot read. Huh. I mean, sucks to be her that there's that many people in the world that they think that she can't read. She's debunked it many times, but it's a funny joke. I mean, fair. Catherine, are you in the Discord, homie? If you are, just type and I'll give you a roll. Be sure not to ever make me mod, please. I never will. Okay, but they don't know what the fuck they're doing. It was absolutely hilarious. I'll give them that. True. A whole 22 people think that Lea Michele cannot read. Nicole, the crazy celeb baby names aren't even their legal names. They're giving their kids names for attention for them and privacy for the children. I'm not going to ever again, crazy, now that you asked me to do it. What do we think about this? The celeb, that makes a lot of sense, actually. They give them fake names just for, like, clout, and then their actual names are something different. Like, there's no way that the celebrities actually name their kids these things. There's no way. What up, Dominic? How you doing, man? I haven't been on your live in so long. I don't recall what I was on before, but maybe 140. Hi, Abby. Apple. Yeah, like there's no way they name their kids these actual weird fucking names. You know? Like, whatever Elon Musk named his kid, like X77B fucking whatever. Weird. Like, Elon... Yeah, exactly, Lawn Boy. I could see that being true. I could, too. And I think it's just their real names. They just want to be different. I don't know. It's hard to say, dude. Like, this is an interesting theory. I think it could be true. This is your own personal theory. Very cool, Nicole. John, all you do is a scripted Minecraft server and you'll make thousands. I'm happy doing what I want. I don't want to do a scripted Minecraft server. I'd rather make content that I actually enjoy. And I actually enjoy doing. And I have fun doing. And, like... You know, I'd rather have a small chat and actually enjoy what I do. Pilot Inspector Lee is a crazy name. Jason Lee's son. Isn't this true? Like, MJ's kids weren't named Apple and Blanket? Yeah, they had a kid named Blanket. Northwest is laughably stupid. Yeah, that's very, very stupid. A couple in Australia named their child I Love Cocaine. That's insane. That's fucking wild. That's a wild name. I'm not going to lie. What do you guys think? Is this true? Do we think this is true or not? Do we think celebrities give their kids fake names but actually name them something different just for attention and clout and to keep their kids private? Fucking W Aussies. Yeah, Aussies are wild people. It's good to see you again, Abby. Thanks for coming in, homie. Do we think this could be true? I think it's a very, very valid theory, honestly. Like, I do. Like, it makes sense. If you were that famous, if you're so famous that everybody knew who you were and everybody knew your name, would you not want to keep your kids' fucking identity secret? Very glad I found your channel before fame. Thank you, Mod. Bye, John. I'm going to Goon now. Enjoy, crazy. Enjoy being a 15-year-old for another year. Nah, some of them are so completely detached. It's scary. True. They are very detached from reality. You're not wrong there. Big gambles from the chat. Big gambles from the chat. A couple 20Kers in there. Big 10K from Kent. All right. It is 64%. Yes. Nicole, if you are on the Discord, just type and I will give you your roll. I just know some... regular people that have named their kids stupid names. True, it's true. It must just be that they get more attention for it. You know what I mean? Like it gets more attention, so we hear about it more. But there's definitely some stupid names out there. 65% of you say yes. This theory is true, and these celebrities do name their kids weird names so they don't actually dox their real name. It don't work for me. There's a cooldown mod. I don't know what that means, but I'm here. Nicole, we have a Discord, !Discord. If you want your special role that only people get for having a proven theory, you can join the Discord if you want to. I'm 16 this year, and I'm trying to quit gooning. Don't talk about... Gooning is such a weird thing to talk about. Did you know that Finding Nemo is actually finding no one in pure English? So Marlin, Nemo's dad, was actually hallucinating everything that he saw, and the only real person he saw was Dory, and his family was never real. I think that's really complicated for a fish, you know? Like if that's true, that is the smartest fish of all time, right? I don't think fish can hallucinate because I don't think they think. They just are. They just exist. What do you guys think? One to the chat. Do we think fish exist? Or sorry, fish think? Do we think they have any thoughts going through their brains whatsoever? I feel like bird dog is closest to a fish, you know? They don't think. They're fish. They don't have thoughts. Right? There's no way they have thoughts. Maybe a dolphin. Sure. You know? Absolutely. A dolphin is one of the smartest animals in the world. Just keep swimming and just keep eating. No resets every 5 seconds. I don't think they ain't intelligent. No. Octopi are. Octopi are very intelligent. There's actually theories out there that octopi are aliens and they come from another planet. I've heard that theory before, which is actually very interesting. Okay. Just keep swimming. Exactly, buddy. Just keep surviving. Is this true? Do we think that Finding Nemo, just imagine his whole family. Marlin would have turned into a ladyfish and had kids with his son. What the fuck? Maddie, what are you talking about, dog? That's a interesting thought. I say 1, but my parents have goldfish in a pond and they recognize my mom. Well, yeah, they're obviously recognize the person who fed them. They're more like wanting sustenance than actually recognizing them. To eat the rocks in the tank consistently, yeah, fish are dumb. My work, and bird dog has the brain of a fish. Actually, has the brain of a bird. That's what clownfish do. My work has a fish that greets us when we walk by. He follows our finger around the tank. I feel like they're just following stimulation, you know? Like, but hey, you never know. I heard that Marlin Loki is hungry for his son. Wild thing to say. Wild thing to think, you know? A wild thing to think, truly. Okay. How do you measure intelligence on a fish? I don't think you can. How do you measure intelligence on any animal? Like any animal. But Bird Dog has his looks, and that's what makes him a 10 out of 10 true. Bird Dog is actually sleeping on the couch right now, guys. You can't see him because he's in the one corner, but he sleeps on this couch every time I stream now because I have a couch in the stream room. It's a fact. Nemo would have been the stronger male. Therefore, Merlin would have turned into his wife. Interesting. Ask it advanced algebraic equations. Yeah. If it can't figure that out, it's dumb. All right. You guys say no. I kind of agree with you. I don't think fish have thoughts. Truly. I don't think fish can even imagine the fact that they have a family. I don't think they know. I know it's a movie, but still. Up next, Young. Valve doesn't know how to count to 3. Yeah, I don't think Gaben knows that 3 exists, dude. Where is fucking Half-Life 3, bro? It's been, what, 20 years? Give us Half-Life 3, motherfucker, please. Come on. It's also just a silly fish movie. Yes, yeah, I'm reading into it a little much, but that's what theories are all about, dude. You know, that's what they're all about. That's what they do. What up, so? Valve can't count to 3, boys and girls. What do you think? Do we think this is true? I mean, it's pretty true because they've never released a 3rd version of their game. Is this true? It's a pretty, you know, easy to understand theory. The letter 3... Where is Portal 3? Where is Half-Life 3? And where is Team Fortress 3? Exactly. The letter 3 is a social construct. What is Valve? Valve is the company that made Counter-Strike and other games. Wow, I'm smart. Mine was already done, and I missed it. I'm sorry, Sienna. Gotta head out. Good night, Ahmad. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing probably Stardew Valley tomorrow, honestly. We're done the forum tonight. Well, we have 2 more theories to get through. What do we think, guys? Is this true? Does Valve not know how to count to 3? If it is true, Young gets his role. Enjoy it, homie. And it does look like the chat says yes. It is a 64% yes with 14 votes in the crank, and I believe we only have 16 viewers. Good night, Ahmad. Take it easy, homie. We're going to finish this, and yes, we do think that Valve can't count to 3. Young, are you in the Discord? Are you? I think you joined, right? Ahmad joined. I don't think if you have. Did you join the Discord, Young? Yes, you did. There you are. You get the fucking special theorist role. Enjoy it, dude. What up, Christian? How you doing, man? All right, on to the next fucking theory. What do we have next? Lawn Boy. Medical discoveries, cancer cures, better diabetes treatments, etc. are suppressed by the government and big pharma. This is one that I fucking fully, absolutely, 100% believe. Now, if there's anything that has to do with money being on the line, like on the line and them losing out on money because of it, there is no way they don't suppress it. I truly believe this as well. These big companies absolutely suppress pharmaceutical and medical advancements. 1,000,000%. There's no way that we don't have a cure for cancer. I just don't believe it. I can't believe it, you know? Like the amount of pharmaceutical advancements we had over the last 50 years is insane. There's no way that we don't have it out there, and they just suppress it. I actually believe this. What do you guys think? We're gonna vote on this now because it was pretty straightforward. Theory. Is this true, boys and girls? Do we think that the pharmaceutical industry and government suppress the creation of drugs that would help people, like cancer treatments, like diabetes treatments, etc., for financial gain? Usually. I have too, Emma. Why do you think they still have cannabis outlawed in the States, you know? For sure. Absolutely, Carter. Welcome back, by the way. Who had a cure, supposedly, and then died in a plane crash, suspiciously. Man, there's a lot of people who have good things that suddenly die. What happened, man? Like they're in perfectly good health. Like, hey, have you guys ever heard of the Boeing? The person who was supposedly killed himself. There was a whistleblower that was blowing the whistle on Boeing. You guys heard of this before? Anybody? There's a cure, but companies make more money from treatment than cures. Exactly, Cooper. They want to keep you sick and dying, 100%. The Boeing whistleblower thing is very interesting. They basically fucking killed this person, the two people actually, who were blowing the whistle on Boeing because they were undercutting, they were not doing the proper amount of work they needed to do on their planes in order to make them safe to fly. And these people were coming forward who had worked there for decades and decades, who were in perfectly good health. One of them ran a marathon like the week before, and they both died of health complications, which is fucking very strange, you know? Lawn Boy, you get a 100% yes. We do believe this is true. Wow, you're the second 100% out of 21 votes. Yeah, whistleblowers are awfully clumsy. Lawn Boy, are you in the Discord? If you are, type and I will give you your role. Congratulations. Well done. I actually believe this to be very, very, very true. Emma, I watched a documentary where they explain that the COVID shot gives people blood clots, hence why a lot of immune-compromised people died and elderly. And they also interviewed the morticians, and they stated that never seen anything like it before. They have even showed a close-up by microscopic blood. Now, I don't like the idea of COVID theories. You know, it's just not my, I feel like it's very political, and it can get on the verge of being like, hi, Sam, your theory was voted yes. It was voted as true. W, Sam, well done. I don't like the idea of COVID theories, but I could see this. You know, I could. I'm not a conspiracy nut, and I'm not a conspiracy nut when it comes to COVID stuff. But I know that the vaccine that they pushed through was very untested. They had to do it quickly. And, you know, like medical advancements that are quick and we don't know all the side effects, this could be it. This could be true. It very well could be, you know? If there's doctors supporting it, then it kind of makes sense. I think that we haven't seen everything to do with COVID yet in the slightest. Like, there is still things both with the vaccine and with the disease itself that we haven't seen all of the implications from, right? There's people with long COVID. There's people with lots of different symptoms and things that happen as a result of COVID that we don't really understand yet. I don't think we ever will. Now, the most interesting theory around COVID that I have is that it was actually lab created by China. There's actually really good evidence to support it. My very immunocompromised husband handled the vaccine fine. Don't double lung transplant and severe heart issues. Now, it's not everybody. Obviously, not everybody's going to have this reaction to it, Desiree. I'm not saying that. But could be some people who have a very unfortunate reaction to a vaccine that is highly untested and was pushed out quickly. You know, it's possible. I took the vaccine and I was sick for over 2 weeks. I took the vaccine as well and I'm fine. I had 2 shots and a booster and I'm fine, you know. I do get sick a little more often than I used to, but I feel like that's just normal. The bat was processed in the lab. Yeah, I could see it being a lab-created virus. I really could. I was hungry when I had COVID. I ate bologna sandwiches and ramen. Really? Okay. This might be a take that gets me in trouble. All right? It might be a little bit controversial. I don't know about you guys. I kind of miss the COVID times. We were all stuck inside. And I didn't have to talk to anybody, and traffic was good, and gas was cheap, you know? Not necessarily the disease itself. Obviously, it was horrible and horrific, and it killed so many people, and was a horrible disease. I miss the times that it created, you know? That's what I miss. Yeah, I miss those parts. Obviously, not the disease itself. Yes, now I have to think of petty reasons to stay home. Low-key real. I like getting to sleep in every day. Yeah, Miriam, it was fucking nice. My life barely changed during COVID because I was deemed essential. I was too. But I missed the lockdowns simply because of the traffic. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced peak traffic in Vancouver, but it is fucking horrific. And I could get downtown in less than 30 minutes, and it was fucking amazing. What up, Rhea? Remy, sorry. John, one of my friends flirted with me. That's wild. Flirt back? I hated it. I didn't get a graduation or prom. That is very unfortunate. There is definitely people it affected very negatively, Emma, and it's horrible. And I'm sorry that you didn't get that. I just miss it for my own personal, selfish reasons, right? I was in online school and I did no work. Yeah, online school was pretty boss for a lot of people. I don't live in the same city as family. That's very unfortunate, Bernie. As I said, there's lots of very unintended consequences that have very negative effects on people. And I can understand if you didn't like it but I kind of miss it. I don't know. There's a ghost town everywhere. It was great. Peak traffic. Vancouver is always rush hour of 0 to 660 in 9 blocks. Yeah, it's fucking horrible. I was on mat leave for the first year and realized I missed out on the benefits of staying home. Flirting with friends is so fun. Yes, bro, I'm gonna go do crazy things to you when we get home. Wild, Miriam. Okay. Unless school was so goated, I think everybody had that experience. I mean, not necessarily if you're graduating, because then you missed out on prom and shit. Because of COVID, I cheated. Oh, by the way, that was a no. Sorry, Emma. Unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. Was made by the government. Huh. How would it be made by the government? Why would they make a 35-year-old fucking 6'7" man who has weak knees and susceptible to sinus infections? You'd think that the government would make something good, I drove to the Toronto during first COVID lockdown, and I was shocked how quiet the 401 was. Yeah, it's the same thing with the number 1 in Vancouver. Does this mean John is one of those pigeon spies? Maybe. We do have an FBI agent named Greg who watches. Everybody say hi, Greg. Hi, dude. I'll see you on Friday for beers. How people create online community. Could have been, Miriam. Hair growth experiments. Fuck you. All right. What do we think, guys? Is this true? We love Greg. Greg's a dope dude. Is this true? Do we think I am a sleeper agent and was made by the government? Am I a sleeper agent? I fucking hate the government. I hate the government. Let's be honest here. I'm the most anti-government person you'll probably ever meet. I'm very anti-capitalist. And I'm very anti-government. I fucking hate the government. I don't hate the government, I don't hate it because I'm a right-wing fucking nut, but I hate it because I think it does a lot of bad things to people. 34-year-old male with weak knees, gout, and a patchy chest hair. Yeah. Do you think that I'm a government experiment? Does Greg like Bailey's? We'll find out this weekend, Burning. Fuck the government? Yeah. No, Bird Dog is a pigeon spy. Bird Dog, listen. If you saw Bird Dog right now, you'd know he wasn't a pigeon spy, okay? That cat doesn't have any thought going through its brain. At all, dude. There's not a thought going through that boy's head, okay? Bring on the anarchy, agreed. Not a thought going through his head. Not a thought. There never was. There never will be going through Bird Dog's brain, okay? Doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. We all hate the government in our own special way. Yeah. Fuck the CRA. If they see this, I hope they see this. I hope every worker for the CRA sees this. Fuck you. GST is just payments forking us over. Exactly, Biggie. Exactly. Why should I pay fucking taxes on the property that I own? It's the stupidest thing in the world. Aren't even on in his head? No. There's not. No, the lights are on, and nobody's home. All right. You guys say no. This is not a true thing. Thank God, because I fucking hate the government, dude, and I hope I wasn't a sleeper agent. And the last theory: all the YouTubers are fake, and John Z is the only real one. This link you sent me, Fluffy. Huh. Well, that's me. John's Eception? Huh. Well, that's me. John's Eception? Yeah, kind of freaky, right? I hate that shit. I always hate that shit. Am I the only real YouTuber left? What up, Carson? Hi, Drew. Am I the only one? Is that it? Am I it? Is PewDiePie fake? Are they all AI now? Am I the only real one left? Yes? Like, truly real. Vote now. This is Fluffy's fucking theory. I knew it. It was a sim. I never thought you would open the link. Well, I think it's funny. I've done that many times before on stream where I open the link of my actual stream and it goes like to a billion different pictures. Yeah, I kind of agree with that internet theory, Miriam. I do. Have you guys ever been on, well, most of you guys haven't because you're not boomers, but for those of you who have you ever been on Facebook and seen the AI image Facebook groups? The only true YouTuber that cares about their fans. I do care about you guys in a very distinctive way. I wish I could give you more, someday maybe. But have you guys ever been on the AI Facebook group pages? And these old people are like, oh my God, Jesus is a spider. This must be real because Jesus is fucking the truth. And you're like, God damn, the internet is fake, dude. There's no way these people are real, right? And then you go to your grandma's house and you realize she can't even plug in her fucking VCR anymore. Should I press the wrong one? It's all good, Vanessa. Pay not only the mods, but also the viewers. I wish I could someday. I don't make that much money on here. Yes, the old people are so funny. The only AI things I find funny are the blue collar Yeti. I love those ones, Lon. Those are so hilarious. I kind of enjoy some of the AI like art. I hate to say it, I do. Some of the like AI stories that are turned into art. I like those. TikTok, I am going to head out for the night. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you. I will see you guys tomorrow for more GeoGuessr. If you are interested, we're going to end the stream on YouTube. Sub to me over there. It is the best way to support me. There's only 6 of you in here. If you all come over, I'd love that, but it's up to you. Good night, TikTok. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for being in here. There's an AI of Trump in a bathing suit, and my mom thought it was real. Yeah, dude, you guys need to talk to your parents about AI. Like, actually, factually, you need to talk to them. Because it's a real fucking weird thing. Okay, I have an interesting video to show you. Okay? Interesting video. Before we leave, okay? Okay, now, have you guys ever seen this video before? One's the chat if you have. No, it's not going to scar you. One's the chat if you've seen this. If you do have seen this, you have no input, okay? No? All right. Now, it's the toughest AI test I think I've seen. Why is it having trouble? Oh my God, it's a theory. It's a conspiracy. Okay, so what we're trying to do is spot the AI stuff, okay? What is AI and what is not? I'm gonna go full screen.
Tell what's real and what's AI.
So that bench was AI, okay?
Thanks, Marissa. Okay. This bouncy house?
Is the bouncy, one's the chat, is the bouncy house AI or real? One's the chat. What do we think, guys? Is it AI or real? I want to know what you think. Is it real or is it AI? Real, AI, AI. A lot of people are saying AI. Cooper says it's real. God damn, Cooper, you really are a construction worker.
It's AI, unfortunately.
AI.
It looks fun, though. Which lamppost is real?
Okay, which lamppost? Left or right? Say left. Left. If you think left is real, type left. If you think right is real, type right. Which one? Left or right? Which one's real? Just type left or right. Which one's real? You guys think they're right? Okay, most of you guys say they're right. Let's see who's right.
Real. That one's real. That one's AI.
To the left is AI. That is an AI lamppost on the left. That was created. Anybody who said left would be fooled in an AI scam. Okay? So, which purse is real? Is the left purse real or is the right purse real? Okay, which one is real? Is this one real or is this one? Which one's real? Left or right? I gotta know. I want to know what you guys think. Left purse is real. Right purse is real. Left purse is real. Right is real. Left. Right side is real. Left, left. A lot of people saying left. Some people saying right. And forget. Right is real. Well, if you said the left purse is real,
This one's real.
you're correct.
This one's actually not a potato. It's a yam.
The right purse is AI. So if you said the right purse, all of you gotten one wrong. Every single one of you in the chat has gotten one wrong at this point.
Flowers, AI are real.
Are those flowers AI or real? What do we think? One's in the chat for yes, two's in the chat for no. Are they real? I just want to show you guys how powerful AI actually is nowadays. All right. Okay, Sierra's got them all right so far. If you've seen the video, you know. Are they real or fake? That's what you don't know, Fluffy. Real or AI? They aren't real, not real, AI. So some people say they're real. I've seen it, yeah.
They're real.
They're real. Good job if you said they're real. Is this gazebo real or fake? I'll do this. We'll do this last one. I'll just play the video out. One's in the chat if this gazebo is real. Two's in the chat if it's fake. Big balls. This is so hard. I'm not good at the ASMR ones, though. I bet at the end the whole video is AI. Might be. Fake, fake, fake. I see a lot of people saying AI. They're tough, man. They're tougher than they think. One's in the chat if it's real. Two's in the chat if it's AI. What do you guys think? Not real because I don't know. Yeah, that's how scary AI is, man.
No, it's actually...
It's not a real gazebo. But there is a gazebo there. So they could... That's how crazy AI is, bro. Like, actually. I'll let the video play out. You guys don't have to vote.
What about this easel?
Is the easel real or is it fake?
It's real, so if anyone was looking for a beautiful piece of art to hang in their home, you can't hang this piece because the art was AI.
The art was AI.
Sorry. There's one AI banana in this bunch. Can you find it?
When AI couldn't do hands? Yeah.
This one, it's actually a potato.
This goes to show you, man. You're not really all that far off of your grandparents. Anybody can fall for an AI scam. So please, guys, use the internet cautiously. Easel was real, though. Yes. Use the internet cautiously, man. Like, actually. There's a lot of stuff out there that you would not expect to be AI. And you could easily fall for it. Everybody in the chat can. Not just your parents. Not just your grandparents. Good night, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for participating in the forum. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did too. We did 2 nights of this. Tomorrow, I am going back to Stardew Valley for the night, and we're gonna have a good time as always. I will see you guys soon. Make sure to take care of yourself, take care of each other, and most importantly, tell that beautiful mother of yours you love her. I can't be there to tell her. Good night. 07's in the chat, baby. Bye. See you tomorrow. Peace. Might be outside your window tonight. Who knows? You never know. You never know. If you do, wave high. Wave high at your windows tonight, okay? Bye. You guys did decide to stick around. You get to see Bird Dog. Good night, chat. Bye. The boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Bird Dog. He says, bye, chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Good night. Good night, guys.